Because you will not study gin again, period. Okay? We'll study it again during review class. That's it. Okay? So I have to keep doing this to reinforce what we know, because gin is 52% of your OB-GYN exam. Space of rictus.
Yes.
Retropubic.
Yes.
Anterior cul-de-sac.
Yes.
Vesicouterine space.
Oh,
Pouch
yes.
of Douglas. Rectouterine space or posterior cul-de-sac.
But in the book for the space of rictus, it's in chapter 5. It says for peritoneal space. Is that the same as retropubic?
What does it say?
Miss one.
Yeah, that would be another one. I've never heard of that. Yeah. See, so it's got 3 names. See, 65 still learn something new every day.
What
Okay,
What if we miss one? No point.
I'll see. No answers. I'll see. Okay. A dilated fallopian tube. We do not see the fallopian tube unless something is wrong with it. There's 3 types of fallopian tubes that we see. Hydrosalpinx, water. Pyosalpinx, pus. Hematosalpinx, blood. Okay? If you have an ectopic pregnancy, an ectopic pregnancy is a pregnancy that is not in the fundus of the uterus. Okay? You can go to the contralateral side. They don't teach it to you in the books. You only see it in the clinical setting. If you go to the contralateral side, that tube will be dilated and you'll see stuff in it. Okay? And that will help you make a diagnosis. So which one is this one? Hydrosalpinx. It's a hydrosalpinx. Okay? Adelaide, what are the 3 criteria for a cyst? The 3 criteria for a cyst. A cyst is a cyst.
Right.
No matter what imaging modality, whether ultrasound, CT, or MRI, it has to have these 3 criteria. Samine, you raised your hand first. Anechoic.
Smooth border and
Smooth borders.
posterior enhancement.
Posterior enhancement. See how bright the echoes are? What did y'all learn in physics about the speed of ultrasound?
Speed slow down when it hit the fluid.
Okay,
Meditation.
okay. So it hits fluid, does it speed up or does it slow down?
Speed up.
It speeds up,
Speed up.
okay? Because it's, what's the speed in soft tissue?
1.4
Okay. Okay, so ultrasound hits the body, poof, it goes, okay? But it hits something. All around it, the speed of ultrasound is the same, except for right here. That's why we get these edge artifacts, okay? Because the ultrasound hits something curved, and then it puts out that edge artifact, okay? Sometimes it's straight down. Most times it's going to be kind of at a diagonal. It depends on how you hit the organ.
Do we say posterior enhancement or posterior?
This is posterior enhancement because the speed of ultrasound sped up. Okay, so let's go back.
Sometimes they say through transmission.
Through transmission, that's another. hang on. Yes?
You said the enhancement depend on the angle we hit the cyst.
Correct.
So now you show us the picture. It's behind it.
Here it is here on another cyst, right? What is this right here I'm looking at? No. What am I looking at? It is a simple cyst. But you know it's a simple cyst, but where is it? You never just say a cyst. It's a Nabothian cyst.
Oh, okay.
Okay? You have edge artifact. See how it ultrasound hit it?
Yeah.
And now it's black. And here, see how bright it is behind the organs? That's called posterior enhancement, or what you call it? Through good through transmission.
Good through transmission.
Good through transmission.
But it is always behind the.
It's always behind.
Okay.
In here.
Oh, wait. Okay. This is
Shadow.
shadow. This is shadow. Here's a shadow, here's a shadow, here's a shadow. This is from physics. So it is a shadow, but it's called edge shadowing. Because it hits something, excuse me, I'm such a princess.
You need water?
Because it hits something round. No, honey, I've got it. Okay. What is this? Posterior enhancement. Okay. What's this? Look at all this. Posterior enhancement. Even though this is hemorrhagic, it's just blood. Okay, so you're still going to have the same through transmission. The speed of sound is still going to be the same because water and blood are so
Fluid.
spit on myself. We're so close to each other. Well, I'm really showing y'all all my moves today, aren't I? I'm just like y'all. I just stand up here. Okay. Okay. What was this again?
Complexity. Posterior.
Tip of the iceberg. That's our sonographic description of a dermoid. A dermoid is a teratoma. A teratoma is a germ cell tumor. What are the three? It's God, my brain is not working today. Yours either. There's 3 germ cell layers. Mesoblasts. Oh, I can't remember. My brain just went blank. Okay. Now, what does this look like? Don't read that it's a cervical cancer. It can look like a hyperplasia, so you've got to be very, very careful about where you are.
Ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm.
Yes, yo. Say it again.
Ectoderm,
Ectoderm,
mesoderm, and
endoderm,
endoderm.
mesoderm. Okay, my brain just went blank. Thank you, Dewey, for being so quick on the draw, Mr. Google. Okay, because if you turn this into the doctor, say you're distracted because you're thinking about what you're going to be cooking for supper tonight, or where it's your anniversary, what your husband's going to get you, or what are you going to get your wife, where you're going to go out to eat, because you will get to that point. I promise you, you will get to that point where you're thinking about a million other things besides what you're doing. And like Patricia says, I could turn that in and tell the doctor that it is endometrial hyperplasia, and he's going to believe me. He is. Because they're 100% dependent upon what I give them and what I tell them. Okay? I worked at places where the radiologist didn't even want to come and check my views. They, oh yeah, you're okay, you're okay.
Wow.
No. You need to come and see this. You need to see it live. I might be wrong. Okay, it ended up being a cervical cancer. Okay, so what is this heterogeneous thing? It's a fibroid. It's a fibroid. And by this image, I can't tell
Too big.
unless this is the endometrium. By this imaging, I can't tell if it's anterior body or it's posterior body. Because when you measure these, you also have to tell the doctor where it is. Is it in the fundus? Is it anterior body, posterior body, or lower uterine segment, or cervix? Okay? Because if this fibroid is in the cervix, you can bet sex hurts. What's the name for painful sex? Dyspareunia. Okay? Okay? Because when the penis hits the cervix, it moves the cervix and it's painful. Fibroids also cause dysfunctional uterine bleeding. Fibroids also are more prominent with our African American population. Oh, it's this way. Okay, so looking at this image, here is the fibroid. So what are the 3 types of fibroids? Write them down. Subserosal, intramural, submucosal. Submucosal causes dysfunctional bleeding. D-U-B.
You said submucosal?
Submucosal. Intramural is in the myometrium. Pedunculated. That's where it's on a stalk attached to the uterus. Okay? Now, this is intramural, but it's not deforming the endometrium. The endometrium still has nice borders. Oh, so you said you had an extra clock? I guess this one's not working.
It's 9:24.
It's 9:24?
Oh, no, probably the battery. Did you change the battery?
Yeah, didn't y'all change the batteries? Do we
No,
change the battery?
that's the old battery.
Oh.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
old
because
battery.
it's a new clock.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not
This is
working.
the old battery. I didn't change it.
Asil said she had one. She
Because
donated
I
to
take
the
it
school.
out and I put it in work
Mhm.
until that time and it stopped. Probably the battery.
Okay. Okay.
I don't have.
Okay. Let's go over it again. Endometriosis we cannot see on ultrasound. But if I see an endometrioma, I can make the diagnosis of endometriosis. It's called a chocolate cyst because endometrial cells bleed. Every cycle they bleed. But they're encapsulated, and what's inside that chocolate cyst is old blood. Endometrial cells can be anywhere in the peritoneum. Anywhere. It's very, very painful.
So endometrial found anywhere in the endometrium?
It can be found anywhere in the endometrium.
I'm sorry, that chocolate.
I mean, in the peritoneum.
The chocolate cyst, was that found in the ovaries?
Yeah, it's usually going to be around the ovaries area. I've seen them out in the adnexa though. In the book, I see that it says that it is ovarian endometrioma, that you can see them anywhere.
And that can be found with ultrasound.
Yeah, that can be found with ultrasound.
How do you distinguish all this fibroid, if it's fibroid or endometriosis and all that by the location?
Well, you won't be able to define endometriosis at all unless you see an endometrium.
Like, let's
The
say
fibroid location.
Location.
Which layer of the uterus is it in? Okay? Because those names kind of, sorta, except for intramural, go with the layer of the uterus. Yes,
So are fibroids only found in the uterus?
they're only found in the uterus and the cervix. And I think I read in this chapter that they can be in the fallopian tube too, but I've never seen one. They're rare. Okay? Okay. Now, when I see a chocolate